going on, guys? Gomes here, back again on another MLB The Show 19 Diamond Dynasty video. Today we're going to be doing something pretty interesting. We're going to go through all the possible Signature Series cards that there is to come, at least in my opinion. Now, there are a couple stats that I'm going to lay out, kind of benchmarks that we have seen for Signature cards this year. We know they have been sometimes lenient, you know, like Rick Ankiel has one, and we'll get into that. But if you guys can quickly leave a like down below on this video, if you guys are enjoying them, really does help me out a ton. And make sure to subscribe to the channel, really growing really fast, so thank you guys so much for that in the last couple videos. So getting into this one, the first things that I want to say is I did some research. The lowest WAR, and now I'm not the hugest fan of WAR in measuring how great a player is, because it is a little bit different varying from different positions. You know, it matters in defense. It doesn't always just boil down to how great a player is based on their WAR, but a lot of people do use it. The lowest WAR that we saw for a card that has a signature card, first of all, it is Adam Jones, who has a 96 overall card. I've talked about this one quite a bit. He has a 32.6 career WAR, so that is not crazy, but that equals a 96 overall here. And then technically the lowest is actually 26.2. that is with Matt Carpenter, who just got one right here. I guess it's kind of supposed to be like a flashback to last year, his player of the month card. I'm not really too sure, but that is the lowest active player of WAR. And then the technical lowest, Adam Dunn at a 17.4 WAR, and Rick Ankiel at a whopping 9.9. I think the reason why that is, you know, of course, Rick Ankiel, this is more of just a for fun card, and Adam Dunn, a brand new legend. I have no issue with him being a signature, but based on kind of like the 26.2, 32.6 WAR mark, that's how I measured or not whether a guy should have a Signature Series card. So let's get right into it, starting with the Baltimore Orioles. I'm glad to say that I found at least one possible for every team in the game. So for the Orioles, what I want to talk about is Manny Machado. You know, this is another thing I'll talk about. I believe the earliest a guy has started, or the latest rather, is 2011 with Paul Goldschmidt, who just recently got his signature card. That is the most, like, the longest or the most recent a player, the youngest a player has been that has gotten a signature card. But of course, Manny Machado, definitely not washed or anything, having a nice year with the Padres. You know, was really good with the Orioles. I think he could get like a 94 signature or something. I'm not going to go too in depth into like their overalls or stuff, because we have like, I believe, 92 players I listed. Eddie Murray is another one that I'm really excited about. You know, just look at these cards and understand it's probably going to be everything boosted a bit from there for signature cards. And this card is going to be really nice. A switch hitting first baseman that can, you know, hit for power for both sides. I think that could be a cool card. And then Nick Markakis is another interesting one that I think is very possible that we're going to get. He has the WAR alongside that lines. Great contact hitter. Never, you know, I think he's only been a one-time All-Star last year with the Braves, but definitely deserving of a signature card in my opinion. On to the Red Sox. Of course, Teddy Ballgame is going to be there. He is going to get a signature card, 99 overall. If you guys remember his Immortal last year, his stats, his hitting stats are pretty much going to be maxed out. So, going to look a lot like Babe Ruth, who we're going to talk about in a little bit. John Lester, I think, is probably going to get one as well. You know, I've never been a big fan of John Lester cards, just for the fact that I prefer righty pitchers opposed to lefties, and I just never think he has that great of stuff. You guys see his pitches. He does have good repertoire, but he doesn't throw all that fast, about 94, 95 miles per hour. Maybe they can make a good Lester, but he will get one for the Red Sox for sure. Cy Young is an interesting guy. I don't know if he's going to be a Red Sox or an Indian. Let me know down below in the comments section what you think he should be in as his signature card, but he's definitely going to get one nonetheless, obviously. And then Jacoby Ellsbury is another guy that I was curious about. I think he will. He has the WAR. Of course, he's kind of fallen off in the last couple years. I don't think he's played since 2018, maybe 2017 with the Yankees now, but he had a really good year and his WAR is along that line. So I think he could have like a 93 overall signature. Not that much better, but marginally. Here we have Don Mattingly, who I think is likely, you know, brand new legend into the game. I think he could get like a 97, 98 overall signature card, and he'd have one of the best first baseman defensive cards in the game, you know, right alongside signature Keith Hernandez. So I think that could be pretty cool if you're into defense like I am. Rich Gossage, really excited for that card. You guys know I've used this one quite extensively. 78 and a third innings pitched, 2.41 ERA. That card is going to be really good. Really excited for that. He got an Immortal last year, so obviously it's going to be a 99 signature. Robinson Cano is, I believe, in the top 5 in active WAR right now in the MLB. I'm not a huge fan of his swing, so I am a little bit concerned in that line, but I think it could be a cool card nonetheless. Babe Ruth obviously is going to be getting a signature card. There's not really much else to say about that. You know, about 70s in defense and maxed out, you know, hitting is what we're going to expect for him, so it's going to be really good. Ron GUIDRY should be getting a card. I think last year he didn't have a changeup yet, and I don't think he has it on this card either, so it makes the card a little bit tougher to use because you can't have that off-speed pitch to mix speeds a little bit, so we're going to have him. And then Johnny Damon is another one I want to talk about. I don't know, is he going to be a Red Sox, a Yankee, or a Royal? I was pretty much between those 3, but I put him as the Yankees because I know a lot of Red Sox fans really are not big fans of Johnny Damon. So going on to the next one, we have the Tampa Bay Rays. Going to try to speed it up a little bit. David Price, of course, should be getting a signature card, I would assume. If he is only an 86 overall card is his highest, that's kind of ridiculous. Cy Young Award winner, and he finished second against Felix Hernandez one of those years as well. And then Ben Zobrist, I looked and he has like a 40 career WAR. This card is actually pretty nice if you guys have not used it. Utility guy, can play everywhere and there's nothing he's bad at. Decent speed, good defense, and good hitting from switch hitting, so that's really nice to see. For the Blue Jays, I think Jose Bautista is going to be getting a signature card. You know, this 92 is good, but he's going to have really good power. I'm excited for that one. Edwin Encarnacion is another guy. You know, defense is not going to be there. Probably going to be better than 40 that he has on his 87 overall card, but I do expect him to get a better one. Joe Carter is another guy, of course, a really clutch hitter in the Blue Jays time. Should be getting like a 94, 95 overall signature card with a lot of pop. Should be nice there. And then Dave Steve is another one. I don't know where his card is, but he should be getting one for the Blue Jays, of course. Onto the White Sox, Paul Konerko is one obvious one. His highest card is an 82 in the game right now. That should be pretty cool as a, you know, person who grew up in Minnesota. Paul Konerko I got to see quite extensively in that early 2000s time, so that should be nice. Chris Sale, I think, is going to get a signature card. He has started in 2011 right with Paul Goldschmidt, and he was exceptional. I think he was better with the, you know, White Sox than the Red Sox. Obviously, a little bit of a rougher year, but next, Harold Baines, I believe, is still in the game. He doesn't have a card with the White Sox, but he should be getting a signature. He did make the Hall of Fame, of course. And then Luis Aparicio, I believe you pronounce it. Not going to be great hitting-wise, but, you know, very fast and great defense. On to the Indians. Kenny Lofton, which I know a lot of people are going to be excited about. A lot of people like this card, and I think he's only going to get better. I'm going to move myself just right here for the time being. But really good speed, really good contact, not great power, but, you know, really what else do you expect? Andrew Miller should be getting a card for them too. That should be really nice. I think that's going to be like a 97 overall lefty reliever. That's going to be really great to see, of course, down to an 82 live series. A lot of people like Andrew Miller cards in the past. Cliff Lee's a possibility. I'm not really too sure if he's going to get one or not because he does have one for the Indians and the Phillies. Maybe he gets a signature, deserves it, but I don't know if they're going to give him one. Onto the Tigers, Miguel Cabrera. Obviously, he's going to get a better card than a 92 overall, and that should be cool to see as well. You know, not much in the fielding or speed department, but I think this is going to be a nice card overall, really good hitting wise, and is going to be definitely valuable for a lot of people, even though I didn't love his swing on this 92 overall card. And then Alan Trammell should be getting a better card as well. This is, of course, in the XP reward path, and a lot of people like that card, so that should be interesting to look out for. For the Kansas City Royals, we have Wade Davis, of course, a 76 overall on the Rockies now, but he was a monster. I think he had a 96, 97 overall card last year. And then Brett Saberhagen, loved his card last year. I think this one is going to be really nice as well. Not going to blow you away with this stuff. Not a crazy amount of pitches or great pitches initially, but they work really well, and I was a big fan of his card last year. Onto the Twins, Torrey Hunter definitely should be getting a signature card with the Twins, in my opinion. That's when he was at his athletic prime and really good defensively, so as a Minnesota boy, I am really excited for that one. Harmon Killebrew should get one. Some people don't love this card. I know he's not great defensively, but he usually has a lot of power. I have not used him in past years. I thought he was pretty good. Walter Johnson, brand new legend. He's going to get a 99 signature. That's going to be interesting. I haven't used this card. I don't think a lot of people have. The hit line's really low on this card, but his signature would be a lot better, obviously. 125 stamina for sure. For the Angels, short and sweet, it's going to be Trout. I don't think there's any other available Angels that are going to get one. Keep in mind that I'm not going to list guys that I don't know that they're in the game. All the guys I'm talking about, I know for a fact that they have their rights and their likeness rights too. So Mike Trout is the only Angels 99 signature. Come on now, that's going to be really nice to see. For the Athletics, they've got a couple. Jimmy Fox is one of them in particular. He could have been a Red Sox. I think he was better with the Philadelphia Athletics. That's going to be a really nice card. Remember, he can play catcher, so he's going to be right up there with Mike Piazza as the best hitting catchers in the game, I believe. So that should be really cool to see. Vita Blue, I think, is going to get a better card than this 93. A lot of people like this card, and when I faced him, he definitely stalls me, so that should be cool. Giambi, I'm not sure if he gets a signature. He has a 95 overall card. His signature would be with the A's. I don't know if they're going to give him one, however. And then Raleigh Fingers, he has an 89 with the Brewers right now. I think he was best with the A's. I love that card. I love his team affinity. I cannot wait to get my hands on a signature Raleigh Fingers. Going to be really nice. Once again, for the Mariners, the only one that I see happening is Ichiro. I'm going to be such a big fan of this card as well. I don't know exactly what they're going to make better. Probably a little bit better power, not much better contact versus lefties. Otherwise, defensively and speed-wise, there's not much else that you can touch with this card. His signature Ichiro is going to be really cool to see. The Rangers might not get another. I'm a little bit testy. The only possible one I see right now is Elvis Andrus, and that's a bit of a yikes. Who really wants a signature Elvis Andrus? But let's move on to the Astros. Jeff Bagwell, of course, has not gotten a really good card yet. That's going to be cool to see. I was a big fan of his 98 hardware that you got for the collection reward last year. He only has a 77 right now. Also for them, Jose Altuve, I believe he started in 2012, but I think he was so damn good. MVP, I think he will get a signature card for sure. And then Hunter Pence, possibly. He could get one for the Giants as well. I don't know if he's going to get one, kind of on the benchmark right there. Moving on, we are really going deep into this video. It's going to be a long one. For the Braves, I'm going to try to speed it down. Eddie Matthews, I think, is going to get one for sure. Both the Jones, Andrew Jones, and Chipper Jones, obviously. Jason Hayward is a possibility. He has a high WAR due to his defense, so we might see a signature Jason Hayward, believe it or not. Joe Torre could get a signature. That could be cool. Phil Niekro, unfortunately, is probably going to get one. And then Dale Murphy and Fred McGriff. Braves have a lot of room, and we don't even have, like, John Smoltz, Tom Glavine, or Greg Maddux in the game. So if we ever get them, they're going to be insanely stacked in signature series cards. Giancarlo Stanton for the Marlins, I think, is going to get one from his MVP year. And then AJ Burnett, another new legend, possibly going to get one for the Marlins or the Yankees, but I think he does deserve one. For the Nationals / Expos, Max Scherzer is going to get a nice 99 overall signature right alongside, you know, guys like Mad Bum Verlander and Clayton Kershaw. Andre Dawson, I think, deserves one for the Nationals. Remember his team Epic back in MLB The Show 17. Vlad Guerrero, Ryan Zimmerman, and Steven Strasburg, I think, is up there too. Possibly could get one. For the Mets, Tom Seaver is going to get a 99 signature for sure. Had an immortal 99 last year. Jose Reyes, possibility. WAR is right up there with the benchmark. I don't know how they can make this card that much better. I guess better contact, but he's a career like 275 hitter. I'm not too sure. I would love to see a signature Jose Reyes. I just don't know if we're going to. For the Phillies, unfortunately, not too many, because a lot of guys like Ryan Howard, Chase Utley, Jimmy Rollins not in the game, but Cole Hamels rather should be getting a signature for sure, in my opinion. And then also for them, I can see Mike Schmidt, obviously a 99 overall signature is going to be on the way. For the Chicago Cubs, Ernie Banks is going to get one, highest card of 93. I think that'll be a really nice card. A lot of power for a shortstop. Other guys, I see Billy Williams getting one for sure. Anthony Rizzo is a possibility. And then Kerry Wood, like I said, Healy, Sony Partner Moment. So we might see some of those guys in there on Thursday. For the Reds, they've already got a lot. They're going to get more. Johnny Bench, Barry Larkin, Tony Perez, Johnny Cueto is a possibility too. Reds always get a lot of love in Diamond Dynasty, and I see that no exception this year. For the Brew Crew, Robin Yount and Paul Molitor are the only other two signatures that I see. Some people might say Yelich. He has not played that much, and he's doing better this year than he was last year, so his signature wouldn't really make sense. But he'll probably get another finest card. For the Pirates, Ralph Kiner could possibly get one. Maybe, hopefully, would have better fielding, because that one is pretty much unusable in my opinion. Dave Parker and Jason Kendall. I think a signature Jason Kendall could be really cool. A lot of contact, a lot of speed behind the plate. That card could be really cool. The Cardinals, as if they need any more, Stan Musial, Albert Pujols, and Jim Edmonds are all getting signatures signatures. This entire 8 is all signatures. That is crazy. The Cardinals get so much love because they've had such a good history. For the Diamondbacks, Luis Gonzalez, I don't know if they still have his rights, but he would get one if they have him. And then Steve Finley's the only other guy that I see getting one. For the Rockies, Nolan Arenado is a possibility. Debuted in 2013, I believe. Might happen, might not. Carlos Gonzalez, once again, his WAR was a little short, but I think a lot of people would love him. Always a fan favorite in Diamond Dynasty. Matt Holliday, they do still have his rights. Only has an 87. I think you'll get a signature. More WAR on the Cardinals, but I remember him as a Rocky, you know, back in the 2007 World Series. For the Dodgers, I see Oral Hershiser. Pee Wee Reese, a possibility. That could be interesting. Don Sutton and Sean Green getting signatures. For the Padres, the only one possible, in my opinion, is Adrian Gonzalez, of course. Some people like the 88. I think you'll get a signature. And finally, to wrap it all up, we have the Giants as if they needed any more as well. Juan Marichal, Buster Posey, Chrissy Mathewson, Orlando Cepeda, and Will Clark. And that wraps it up. 92 brand new signatures that I could see still coming within Diamond Dynasty. So if anybody tries to say there's, you know, content's going to die off, we have plenty coming. And where are these going to come from? Ranked Seasons rewards, I think, is a possibility. Remember, we're going to go into extra inning programs. So I think we're going to start seeing signatures at the 100-star pack. We're always going to see 3 here and then 3 at the 300-star pack. A lot of places they can put in signatures. I'm really excited. Let me know if I missed any down below in the comment section. But if you guys enjoyed this video, please leave a like down below. I'm sorry it was so long. And yeah, hope you guys have a great day. There goes some Saudi.